Macclesfield tomorrow. A little bit of a distraction from the league competition. It's early days, but are you looking to progress in this competition?
Yeah, I think we certainly have to in any cup competition. We'll be looking to go as far as we possibly can. I'm a big believer that the cup competitions at times are a good distraction from the league. It's a completely different emphasis because it is majorly result dependent. I know that's very obvious, but it is in the league. If you win, you've got the next game to try and put that right. Whereas in the cup, if you don't win, you're out straight away. So it's important that we go there with the right mentality. Macclesfield are coming off the back of 2 defeats, so they'll be keen to put that right, and they'll go into the game as the underdogs because of us coming from the division above. But that doesn't mean that it's going to be any easier for us. We know it's going to be a difficult occasion. It's never an easy place to go, and as I say, they'll be chomping at the bit to put right the fact that they've lost 2. So they'll be looking to do that tomorrow night. So we have to approach it with the right attitude, the right mentality. But I've got no doubts that the character will be there from the lads to go out there and get the result. And as long as we turn up with the right approach, then I'm confident we'll be fine.
When you have to deal with such an atmosphere like Saturday, 19,000 people here, and I imagine that'll take a lot of energy out of the players. How do you then manage the team that in 72 hours' time they're on the road, south of Yorkshire, and they're playing in a totally different competition against a side in a different division? How do you make sure that the enthusiasm always stays the same?
I think you've just got to remind the lads about professionalism. That's the nature of this job. 1 minute, you're playing in front of 20,000, and as you say, the next time you step out on the pitch, you're playing in front of a lot less. And it's about how you prepare yourself going into every game now. You should not approach any game different, whether it be playing in front of 20,000 or whether it's playing in front of 500. So it's a question of professionalism, and as long as our professionalism, as I've touched on, is right going into that game, then we'll have no problems. But I'm a big believer, and as you'll see across the country, I'm sure tomorrow night and beyond, that any time that a team from a higher division turns up to a lower league opposition and kind of drops their levels by 5%, and the opposition raise there by 5%, it's often enough for the swing to happen and upsets to occur. So we're well aware of that, and as I say, it'll be about professionalism and making sure we approach it in the right manner, because if we don't, then we'll be in for a long night, because Macclesfield, on their own turf, will be looking to put those results right, as I've said, and we're in the way. So we've got, as I say, we go there with the right approach. The lads are well aware of what's expected of them, and we're going there, looking to put on a good performance and come away with the right result.
In terms of team news, will there be any changes that are forced? And if not, are you looking to change things up in any way?
We're assessing 1 or 2 at the moment. Obviously, Chicks took a bit of a nasty whack to his eye on Saturday. Doyler took a little bit of a dead leg. So we're not rushing into any decisions as such on the actual squad. If we decide that we want to make changes, then we'll make changes. If we want to freshen it up, there's obviously a lot of football coming up now in a short period, so we've got to be mindful of that and making sure that we get bodies through it healthy and fit, and making sure that energy levels are good going into every game. But I want to win this football match. It's as simple as that. So we will approach it, and if we make changes, those players will be sent out to win the football match, and if we don't make changes, then we will approach it with the same mentality. So the emphasis will be whoever steps out on that football pitch, you go out and you win the game for us. So that's how we'll approach it, and as I said, for me, it'll come down to the professionalism and the mentality that the players approach it with. And if they approach it exactly as I expect them to, then I'm confident, as I say, that we will come away victorious.
Obviously, the club has got great history in this competition, but the last few years have been a little less fruitful, to say the least. Does that add extra sort of emphasis and motivation to progress in this competition this year?
Not really, because I'm not a big believer in looking into the past. That was nothing to do with us as a squad, a group of players, and certainly not as a coaching team. So you can't really look on what's gone before. We can only look at what's ahead now, and the opposition in front of us is Macclesfield. So first things first, we have to go there and put on a performance that make sure we come away from Macclesfield with the victory. And off the back of that, then you have a look at potentially who we may get in the next round. But I don't want us looking any further than that game. Tuesday's the most important game that we can focus on. I don't want anybody looking beyond that to Southend. I want to go to Macclesfield and win. So that's how we'll approach it. As I say, we're not looking beyond it to the next round, and we're not looking beyond it to Southend. But we'll go into the game, as I said, sending a team out with the approach to win, and there's no excuses from us. We know what's expected. We know that we'll go there as the favourites and that they'll be the underdogs, and we'll have to handle that extra expectation. But off the back of a disappointing result at the weekend, we're looking to put it right straight away. So the first opportunity is tomorrow night. So we'll be prepared, we'll be ready, and it'll be an opportunity for the lads to immediately put right what we kind of didn't quite get right on Saturday.